Very good evening to everybody. I hope you can all hear me loud and clear. I know this is not the right time, or unfortunately, news has just come in that the lockdown has been extended all across India for another 2 weeks. And while it has been a little shocking, somewhere down the line, all of us knew that this is what is going to happen. And it's not, there is no easy way out of this problem that we have. This is going to take a long time. And I know most of y'all must be currently on your WhatsApp and on your Facebook and trying to tell people and talk to people that this is another problem. Okay, Dr. Nilesh Tang says that now get ready for 3 weeks of lockdown who are living in red and orange zones. So while 3 weeks is long, I believe even 3 weeks would not be enough, for the very simple reason that what has happened in the last so many days of lockdown, almost 34, 35 days of lockdown, is that the rate at which the cases were increasing or getting uh, going up by 100%, that rate was 3.4 days. And currently it is down to 11 days. But even now, every 11 days, the cases are going up. So every 11 days, the cases are doubling. So we have to remember that this is not, I know that this is not, what everybody wants. Everybody wants to go out, start their work, resume their normal lives. But then there is probably no other way out. Or if there is one where we have to pay a very heavy loss of life, scenario. So unfortunately, just as I was preparing for the session, the news came in, and I was myself a little, shaken aback. But like I said, most of us knew that this is coming. Most of us knew that this is going to take a long time, and it is now just a matter of wait and watch game. Yeah. Now, like everybody's already had their cameras and microphones muted. So that's fine. And once we go into the question answer session, you can ask your questions. You can unmute your mic, turn on your camera also, ask your question. Once the question is answered, you can go back, switch off your camera, switch off your mic. Right. So a couple of things. One thing is, please follow us on Facebook, YouTube, and Instagram. There is a lot of content that we are posting out there on all three platforms: Facebook, YouTube, and Instagram. So do ensure that you follow us. Secondly, we have circulated a message yesterday. We want people to share their review in video form, both of the software and of the training that you have undergone. So it can just be a 2-minute video, maybe just introducing yourself, your journey in the stock market, how Shasva has made a difference, how Osta and the training has made a difference. So please make those videos and send them to us. You can send it to me, to Aziz, to anybody. We will put it up. And so let's proceed with today's session. Today is the Osta weekly huddle that we started somewhere, I think, February, and we are having intermittently, we are having off and on, we are having these sessions. But now let's make it a point to keep it every Friday at 7 p.m. And I think that's the most conducive time for everybody, because a few people sent me a message saying that please don't keep it on Saturday. Saturday is a problem. Okay, so before we begin today's session, I just want to, on behalf of Shasva, on behalf of our entire team, Dr. Shoaib, Aziz, myself, and all the others who have been involved in Shasva, it's time. Today is the day where we have to thank all the people who have worked, all the laborers, all the the champions. Currently, the beacon of hope for the entire community is people who are working hard day in and out to fight this virus. And it's not just the doctors, not just the nurses and the medical staff. There are a host of drivers, there are a host of defense, police personnel, administrative personnel, municipal officers, a whole lot of people who are just trying to, ensure that the whole world is able to defeat this virus at the right time. So special thanks to all the doctors and all the medical staff. Yes, Milinji is saying don't forget the uninterrupted water supply. That's a fact. We have taken these things for granted, and we think lockdown or no lockdown, pani to aega hi aega. So that's electricity and all the other utilities who are working hard. Even the people who are getting us groceries and our vegetables and things like that. So it's a tough life. It's not that all of us are sitting at home. There is a percentage of population working out there hard, trying to ensure that we can stay safe. So thank you on behalf of Shaspa and all of us. Thank you for that. All right, so you all know about the Shaspa initiative during the COVID-19 pandemic. Shaspa anticipated that the lockdown is not going to end soon, and hence when we declared the free period, we kept it right from 25th March to 25th May, because somehow that anticipation was there that this is not going to end soon. And the data that came from the countries that have recovered from coronavirus, like China and South Korea, the data shows that 2 to 3 months is what it takes minimum for things to get into the restart mode. So up to 25th May 2020, Shaspa is free. Please share it with your friends, relatives, everybody. Whoever is inclined to invest in the stock market, make the best use of this opportunity. This is going to be the opportunity of a lifetime. Okay, and we have conducted 2 courses, one in English, one in Hindi. I'm pretty excited to be speaking back in English, because for the last 15 days I have been speaking in Hindi, and that's been a little difficult. Although people tell me my Hindi isn't so bad, but still it's difficult because you don't speak Hindi regularly in that frequency, right? But it was fun and I enjoyed it, and I hope to do that and repeat that in many other languages. I may give it a shot in Marathi and Gujarati, but let's see. All right, so let's go ahead with today's session. Before we do that, the disclaimers. Shaspa is not an investment advisor. The app is not about investment advice. It's about research, analysis, and generic investment related information. So you are expected to do your independent research, analysis, or consult your financial advisor. Third is if you need any part of this publication, this recording, or the slides, please write to us. We'll be more than happy to share the data with you on an official platform. Yeah, yeah. Welcome back to. Okay, so let's see what we are going to do today. And today we are dividing the session in two parts. First session I am going to take right from 7 o'clock to 7:15. The first session is Ask Me Anything. You can clear all your doubts with regards to whatever doubts you have. Anything, you can ask me anything. Whether it's SHASPA, it's non-SHASPA, you can ask me anything. First 15 minutes is for you. Next 15 minutes, I'll take you through the current market outlook for this month and what we are expected, and that is not so good. Later at 7:30, Aziz will join in. I am sure all of you know Aziz. Yeah, and so Aziz will join in, and Aziz will take two sessions from 7:30, 7:45. He'll explain what is SHASPA, and 7:45 to 8, he'll cover why SHASPA. So exciting hour that we have today. So let's proceed. Oh, why 2020 is the year of the smart trader? Yeah, why 2020 is the year of the smart trader? Can anybody tell me why 2020 is the year of the smart trader? Any comments? Why 2020 is the year of the smart trader? Any ideas? Full volatility. Okay, what else? High volatility. Dr. Nilesh puts it the right way. When not to trade is smart. Right. Simranjit ji says expect huge price movements. Yeah, that's true. That's true. Very good stocks at very good price. How to change the input in settings? What kind of settings? Both side trades. Yeah. In stocks. Yeah. Somebody says sale in stock market. Okay. Cool. So before we proceed to the let's do one thing. Let's proceed to the question and answer session. Yeah. I am going to change my windows. Go to SHASPA. All right. So any questions, you can unmute your mic, ask me the question, or you can type your question and I'll be happy to answer. So the first 15 minutes are for all of you, and you can clarify any doubts, anything that you have, whether it was regarding the course or the software or any difficulty that you are facing, or any trading or investing that you have done where you have a doubt. Anything at all, just ask. No problem. All right, so we have the first question. I had made a profile for RT Scanner. How can I reset all the data in my account? So RT Scanner allows you to create up to 4 different accounts. Now there is a catch in that. The catch is that the first account you can't delete. Okay, but subsequent accounts that you make in RT can be deleted, and you can create a second profile. So this is one area where most users are making a mistake, where they are, while creating an account, they are not, really putting in the right parameters, and then there is a problem with changing that. So let me show you. Let's go to RT. Okay, so just in case you don't, you have made some mistake. Now there are two things that you can do, and I'll show you exactly what you can do. All right. So there is a provision to add capital or deduct capital. So if your problem is getting solved by adding capital or deducting capital, you can do that. All right. Second is, you can change these settings also, whether you want to change from intraday to carry over, or you want to do both, so you can do that also. Third is, if you want to change the maximum positions, that also can be done. Okay, so that also can be increased or reduced. So those changes are possible. Now, if you see here, there is a plus button here. Yeah, click the plus button and you have this general information. Once you fill in that general information, you will be able to create a new profile. Okay, so let's try. Let me do that. Okay, the question frame from Rahul Joshi. So let's create one for him. Yeah. A, B, C. Okay, phone number, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, so let's say intraday carryover, NSE future. Let's say 2 lakhs and 4 positions. And we say save. All right, so it says RT auto trade scanner profile, saved. So now when I go to suggested stocks, I can see this new profile. Okay, and if I want to switch back to my old profile, I can go back to my old profile. If I want to switch back to the new profile, I can do that. If I want to delete the new profile, I can do that, but I can't delete the original profile. All right. But in the original profile, you can always go back and even change your name and other things. So you can click this button here, change the name, change the email ID, phone number, or anything. Can everybody see my screen? Yeah, most of you all can. So some people can't. So I think there is some issue somewhere. All right. So on your screen, you should see one screen which is presenting. If you click on that, you should be able to see my screen. Yeah. So first query answered, Rahulji. You got the idea? And I think Dr. Shiva also, you got the idea that how to create a second profile. Now, this session is being recorded, so we will put it up on YouTube. So any issues that you may have, you can always go back to and have a look at it on YouTube. Yeah. So there is a question from Jeetal which says, can you please show how to manage Haspa Star in mobile? In mobile, how to see the chart? Oh, really? You can't see the chart in mobile? You are unable to do that? Yeah, Jeetal, is there a problem on the mobile? All right. Let me do one thing. I'll switch. Yeah. All right. In Shaspa Star Scanner, Jeetal is not able to see. All right. Okay, wait. Let me go to Shaspa. Let's log in. Let's go to the Star Scanner. NSE 3-star to 5-star scan. Okay. Now you go to symbol and long press on the symbol. All right, Jeetal. Okay, perfect. There is always a way out. Yeah. If you want to see the star grade, click on the star grade, it will open. If you click on the symbol, it opens the chart for you. All right. So now, what other questions do we have? Can you please show how to, yeah, okay. So that's done. Risk amount is only up to 9,99,000. I want to increase it to 20 lakhs. Raghuji, I wish I had your kind of money. But this amount that you have, the risk amount that you specify in the RT scanner, it is not really an amount that you should be looking to lose in a day, because you have to remember that this amount is a risk amount. You can lose it in a day, you can lose it in 10 minutes. It's that severe. So you have to ensure that what the kind of details that you enter, oh, yeah, those really match with your profile. So currently we have kept it at 9,99,000. So let's see if we can increase that. Okay. Now what other query do we have? Let's see. What is the next question? Yeah. How to get stocks for investment? That's one question. All right, we'll see that. And what next do we have? Do we have to follow the same criteria from SHASPA for all equity, commodity, currency? What do you mean by criteria? I mean, are you talking of the scanning, or are you talking of the analysis, or entry and exit, or what, Dr. Nilesh? Okay, so that. Okay, so Anshul wants to discuss Hull, so we'll do that. And before that, we'll answer Vinodji's question, which is how to get stocks for long term for investment. So go to SHASPA Star Scanner. Okay, go to your selected exchange, intermediate term and long term. Okay, so intermediate term is the horizon which is 18 months and above, between 1 year and 18 months or 2 years, and long term is 2 years and above. Okay, and in that, let's look for 3-star to 5-star rated stocks. Okay, SHASPA Star, NSE, 3 to 5-star. Let's go to the horizon, intermediate long. Okay, yeah, and you have a list. And let's look at some charts. Yep. And then you can follow the entry and exit rules as we have been discussing. So I hope I have answered your questions, Vinodji. Yeah. What next? Okay, Anshul wants to discuss Hindustan Lever. So let's have a look at that. In Unilever.
Still, your mobile is running only for communication.
Okay, somebody's mic is. Yeah.
आशीन भाई वो लैपटॉप का स्क्रीन दिखाइए इंस्टेड ऑफ मोबाइल स्क्रीन. पीपल आर सीइंग योर लैपटॉप स्क्रीन और मोबाइल स्क्रीन.
Yeah, I am doing it on mobile because I want to show people how the mobile thing works.
बट वो जो इन्वेस्टमेंट वाला आपने सिखाया है ना स्कैनर हाउ टू फाइंड आउट स्टॉक्स फॉर इन्वेस्टमेंट, यू आर डूइंग इट ऑन लैपटॉप बट लोगों को मोबाइल स्क्रीन
No,
दिख
I
रहा
did it on my mobile. I did it on my mobile.
I think no one was able to see probably.
Is it?
Your
delay
screen
है
is
mobile
still showing Ajanta Pharma.
Okay.
Yeah, your screen is saying
Oh,
showing
so there is a delay. There is a lag in the, I think, the Google
probably
Meet, this thing on mobile.
big
Okay,
lag,
okay.
big lag.
Okay, okay. Don't worry. So what I'll do is I'll stop presenting so that you can see my smart face, and I'll go back here and resume presenting on the laptop. All right. Chalo. Yeah, so I believe we have a lot of queries. We'll have to run a little fast. So NSE, intermediate and long term, 3-star to 5-star. Let's go long, search for the stocks. And you have a list, 86 stocks. Wow, that's not bad. Click on the chart. We all have learned what are the entry criteria, what all can we look at. Green zone, Shakti, snowball, risk meter, everything's, and you can. So it's very easy to scan for long-term stocks. You have to remember that Shaspa can give you solutions for right from 5 minutes intraday to 3 years horizon. So it really matters of what you are looking for. What you are looking for is important. All right. So let's go to the next question. What was the next question? Hindustan Lever, somebody wanted to discuss, right? All right. Let's go. Hindustan Lever. Yeah. Indian Unilever. All right. So Anshul, any queries with regards to Hindustan Lever? Any specific queries that you have? Yeah, Anshul, anything, any specific query that you have on Hindustan? Parameters should be good. Yeah. Criteria. So like we discussed, you have to look at the zones. So currently you can see that Hindustan Lever is actually in the red zone. So the question of entry really does not arise here. Shakti is positive but going down. That's another issue. The risk has gone pretty high, almost up to 6. Again, another issue. So not favorable, I would say, if you look as per the entry rules. Vinodji has a question. Is it okay to go long in 25-minute chart with 2 stars? Absolutely okay, Vinodji. No problem. Intraday, you can deduct 1 star when it comes to intraday picks. Yeah. What are the balloons or belt in blue color? Yeah, that's very important. So if you've gone to peak and trough, if you used peak and trough, and if you've seen these kind of balloons, okay. So again, here in Hindustan Lever, it's a very good criteria. So these balloons or these dots, they form when a very strong peak or a very strong trough is formed. All right. So if you see here, 2 strong peaks were formed, one after the other in Hindustan Lever, and one strong trough was formed. Now, oh, somebody's mic. I spoke to somebody in the afternoon, and they said that if you would charge, just 500 rupees for people to keep their mic on and their camera on as a penalty, you would have made much more money than you made in the stock market. So I don't know how far that's true now. So you get the point. 2 strong peaks here. Let me reapply it. Yeah. So 2 strong peaks here, and the stock is unable to break that price. And one strong trough, and the stock has gone down and now expected to go down further. So that is the dots mean that the peak levels are very powerful. They are very significant when it comes to this particular stock. And if it breaks that price, it is expected to go higher. If it breaks the red dot, it is expected to go much lower. Yeah. So it is a stronger version of peak and trough that you see. Cool. Any other query? Any other query? Okay, Raghuji says that I felt that we are getting few stocks in RT scanner. If we increase the amount, no, that's not the case, Raghuji. So the best thing to do in RT auto scanner, you can keep it 9,99,000 and 10 positions. So you will get almost all the stocks. Yeah. And then you have stocks worth considering can be filtered by the exchange, Dr. Sanyam says. So, Dr. Saab will incorporate that feature. Good point, duly noted. And Rahul ji says on some charts it shows prices as TS and PS. So basically, it's nothing but the previous trough and the previous peak. So basically, two two levels that come from another time frame. So if you're looking at the daily chart, it is probably the weekly level that you're looking at, so on and so forth. So if you see PS and TS on the chart. All right. So I believe okay. So whole is expected to go down. Yeah. That's what is happening. So all right. Okay, so can we discuss criteria? Blah blah blah. Done. Please mention time in EA when specific stock appeared on EA. All right, good point, Puneet ji. So well taken. We can do that. So we can incorporate the time when the EA is. Yeah. So Vinod ji, the reason EA appears late is because the EA starts working not. It does not take any trade which comes from the previous day. It starts working exactly on that day when the market opens. So that is why you see the scan. As soon as the scan, it starts scanning. 25-minute trades are available, then 75, then 125 EOD weekly. So as the trades come, they are updated in the system. All right. So I believe that's all the doubts that you have. Bhargav says, can we understand blue-red balls as support and resistance? So sort of a breakout. But anyway, they are on that breakout level. They are on the peak level. So currently, if you look at the chart, this particular peak, yeah, this is also a breakout level, and this particular level is also a breakout level. But here, what has happened is that if you even look at the price action here, you see the stock, very nice movement in stock on the previous day. On this particular day, the price goes up, not able to sustain, comes down, very small body, very long wick, yeah, price unable to sustain that level, and that level again then becomes very important, and again going down, coming up, unable to sustain this level. And so the criteria here is again the artificial intelligence that is working at the back end, which recognizes this as a very strong resistance and a very strong support. Yeah. Yesterday many stocks break peak with high volume. So what is your suggestion? I'll come to that in my market outlook. Can we have some added features like RT auto trade scanner for cash market? I wish we had the data. We are trying to source the data, and we are also trying to upgrade the servers. But we want to do that sooner than anybody else. We want to do that because that's very exciting. What is template in Shasva Algos? So Bharatji, I believe you can form or create your own templates. What you can do is you can go to add template. It shows you all the active indicators that are here. If you want to add, you can add more indicators from here, including all the indicators from the technical library or any indicator from the Shasva algorithms. Give it a name. So we'll give it your name and we'll save it. So now what happens is your template, the template with your name has been created. If I want to set this template as a default template, I see a small circle here. Click inside the circle and it sets the template as a default template. All right. How can it be correlated with Snowball? What can be correlated with Snowball? I didn't get it. What can be correlated with Snowball? Oh, the red and blue dots with Snowball? Oh, I don't think you really need to correlate it, because very frankly, from that day onwards, literally from that day onwards, the volume has literally dropped, if you see. Yeah. So if you go back and see, good volume, and then volume drops, suddenly drops, and the stock also drops. All right. So I think that's about the Ask Me Anything session. And any other questions, you'll have to send it to me on WhatsApp, or we can do it next week. All right, so let's go back to the presentation. And all right, yeah. So I've been using this term very frequently in the last many days, and I think I actually used it for something else, and then I realized that even in the stock market, this particular term applies very well. Yeah. So in God we trust. Whatever God says, whatever God does, we trust. But anybody else and everybody else has to get data. So whatever you hear about the markets, whatever you believe about the markets, whatever you think will happen in the markets, ensure that it is backed by data. Okay, now I am going to take 5 minutes here. Let me just check if Aziz is here. Yeah, Aziz is already here. Aziz, I hope you are ready because I should be done in 5 minutes. And so the thing is, yeah, Aziz is ready. Great. So you have another exciting half an hour ahead of you. So I'll wrap up in 5 minutes. So here the thing is that initially, if you all know that in the month almost in end of January, early February, we had discussed and I had posted on the group also that the Nifty is looking weak and the markets are expected to come down. And that time nobody knew why the markets are going to come down, whether in India we will be affected by coronavirus. Things were looking excellent, markets were at all-time high. And then we all know what happened, right? Now, the reason I shared it on the group was not because I have some divine powers or, I wish I had, but I don't. But it was just backed by data, all right? And what I am going to probably tell you now is going to hurt you even more than the news that just came in about the lockdown being extended. But from my analysis, and again I want to repeat, it is my analysis. Nobody is taking any responsibility for it, and I don't want you to take any action on it. Whatever you do with it is your baby. But what is going to happen now is that the data that we are seeing, that for the Nifty to come back from 7,500 to 9,800, whatever odd it has reached, it has taken a lot of toll. It is highly what you can call in at a very unstable level now. Okay, and you may see some upside from here, but overall the market has not recovered. Okay, there have been stocks that have recovered. They have recovered very well, and they have pulled the market, right from the bottoms up. They have pulled it right up to 9,800. But overall, the market has not recovered. And from the looks of it, from whatever data that I have analyzed, we are just on the cusp, probably a week, probably a few weeks, but then we are going to see a very heavy impact that is going to happen. We may see a major correction in the markets, right? So again, I don't want you to get upset about it or get worried about it. But here I want to stress on the fact that the importance of stop loss and the importance of being a smart trader. The reason I asked why 2020 is the year of the smart trader, because only a smart trader will be able to take advantage of this market. Only a smart trader. Put your emotions in the pocket. Tijori mein rakh do emotions ko. Just follow the rules. Just follow the data that is there in front of you. Don't try to see your analysis in the data. Just see what the data is and act accordingly. And that is what is going to, really help you in these turbulent times. As you know, we are starting with the 5-minute trades for big Nifty, Bank Nifty, gold, silver, all the currencies and all. We are going to start that. We are going to start that next week. So traders are going to have a good time in this year, in this entire year, I believe. But if you are an investor, ensure that you follow your stop loss and There is just no other way around this. You have to ensure that your money, your hard-earned money, which has been invested, is protected in this turbulent time. It is going to be very, very volatile, very, very volatile. And it's not just India, it's going to happen everywhere else. All right, so with this, I'll hand it over to Aziz. Aziz, are you ready? And you have an exciting session ahead of you. I'll stop presenting, turn off my camera, and I'm just around in case required.
Yeah, hi everyone. Thank you, Pashin. Thank you for the excellent session. And I hope everybody just takes a good note of what Pashin had to say in his parting note, right? These are words of wisdom. I think good evening, Raghuji. Good evening, everyone. It's nice to be here. I hope I am fairly audible and I'm not too soft or not too loud. If there's anything you can, acha, perfect. Raghuji says perfect. Okay, that's great. So, I wanted to share something very, very important with you all. And that is, the fact that why you should be using Shasva. So what is Shasva and why Shasva? That is something that I wanted to share with you all. So because you all are using a software, a system, it is very important for you all to know what it is. It is very important for you all to understand what you are using and why you are using whatever you are using. It is very, very important. I hope you will all agree with me on this point that whenever you are using a software or a system, it is very important that you understand why you're using it, and it is very important to have that conviction in that system when you put your hard-earned money into it. Yeah. So I will just start a presentation. I know last time around I said that I'm not I'm not a PowerPoint person, but like the saying goes, whenever there is an idea whose time has come, then you can't keep that idea at bay for a very long time. And presentations are so your entire screen, okay, a window, and so just here. Okay, so I hope my my screen is visible to you all. Yeah, is it? So what is Shasva? Okay, so one is what is Shasva. When we say what is Shasva, it is the software that we are talking about and not the company. Shasva as a software and not the company that we are talking about here. So what is Shasva and why you should be using Shasva? These are the two main topics that I'll be covering here. So one is algorithmic trading is different from algorithmic analysis. So we know this term has been is tossed around a lot. Algorithm trading. There are terms like artificial intelligence, and there are terms like data science which are being thrown around, and these terms are like Greek and Latin to the common people, right? So I thought maybe I should make an attempt for people like you to make you understand in layman terms what we are doing, what is Shasva, and why you should put your trust in, put your trust as well as your hard-earned money in Shasva, right? So algorithmic trading, you have to understand what is algorithmic trading. Algorithm trading is the trade is initiated by the algorithm. The trade is executed by the algorithm from start to finish. That is algorithm trading, right? So whenever we talk about algorithm trading, basically what it means is the algorithm, it does everything from deciding what to trade, from initiating the trade to executing the trade. Everything is done by the algorithm. There is no human intervention whatsoever, right? That is algorithm trading. But that is not algorithm analysis. Algorithm analysis is something very different. Algorithmic analysis is when you do the analysis by the means of algorithms. Okay, so these two are very different things. So what Shasva is algorithm analysis. It is different from algorithm trading. So whenever you hear the word algorithm trading, it is very different from algorithmic analysis. So what Shasva does is we have 18 proprietary algorithms that come together to give you an analysis. Okay, it is both historical as well as real-time analysis. How real is the real-time analysis? That is something that I'm going to tell you. Okay. So Shasva does big data analysis using proprietary algorithms that analyze, curate, and rate stocks. Big data, because there is a lot of data out there, right? When we talk of data, just to give you an idea, when there are around an average of 20 ticks per minute in every stock. Now consider, so on an average, for the working hours of our market, there would be around 5,000 ticks per stock. And considering the fact that we have 1,600 stocks in NSE and more than 6,000 stocks in BSE, you can understand the kind of data that we are talking about. So what Shasva does is it does this big data analysis using these 18 proprietary algorithms to analyze, curate, and rate stocks, right? So Shasva is the only one true app that does quant analysis, which is completely different from technical analysis. Okay. Now here I want to explain to you what is the difference between the quant analysis that we do and the technical analysis that you see. Technical indicators are also a type of algorithms. There is no doubt about it. However, they are all different. There are hundreds and thousands of technical indicators. Most of the indicators are lagging indicators because they use historical data to do the analysis. So and if you use these indicators, there are different indicators for different purposes. So it is like, you get a lot of ingredients to build a recipe, but at the end of the day, the onus of making the recipe and making the perfect biryani or whatever you call it is on you, right? You are getting the ingredients. However, these ingredients are not the perfect ingredients because most of these indicators, like I told you, are lagging indicators. By quant analysis, what we mean is we do real-time analysis on tick-by-tick data. And Pashin has been telling you in the trainings that on every stock, almost 8,500 calculations are done on every stock each day. So you can imagine the kind of analysis that it does, right? So these kind of techniques are employed by the big trading firms across the globe, and it brings the power of artificial intelligence to the common folks. Okay, so what you have is the kind of softwares, the kind of algorithms that are employed by big trading firms across the world, and these people, they use these kind of softwares to do their trading. Now the time for they want quant programmers. No longer they need dealers. Okay, so when you would enter into a trading house and you would see scores and scores of dealers sitting with computers and floor after floor, first floor, second floor, third floor, 60 analysts and 100 traders. They are sitting there putting their orders and stuff like that. But that is no longer the case. Now what these big trading firms, they do is they employ quant programmers who program algorithms for them that do the trading for them, right? So Shasva is a fully automated, algo-driven, AI-based quant analytical software that requires zero human intervention. Now this is very important here. Zero human intervention. When we talk about zero human intervention, it actually means that from start to end, everything is done by the software, right? The software does everything right from the word go, right from the time that the tick data comes in. Once that data comes in, it analyzes it real time, and then it processes that data to give you the end result. Okay, that is Shasva for you. That is what Shasva does. Okay. Now, whether this software is a need, necessity in these times or a want, I hope I know you understand, all of you understand the difference between a need and a want. A need is something that you need, you can't do without. A want is something that you may or you may not have it, it won't make much of a difference. So is Shasva a need, a necessity, or a want for you? That I will not answer. You have to answer at the end. You have to answer yourself at the end of this session, whether Shasva is a need or a want for you, because the softwares in this market are dime a dozen. There are so many softwares that are available, and you can pick anything up right from a few thousand rupees a year to going up to lakhs of rupees. So is it just adding one more dress to your wardrobe, or is it something that is really necessary for you? Is something that you have to decide, and that is you. This session, I hope, will make that help you in making that decision. So why Shasva? Okay. Now, with immense increase in the amount of data available, it is important to let machines do the computing, as the level of computing is not humanly possible. Okay. Years 30-40 years back, when the stock market used to open, it used to close. At the end of the day, you would get a OCHL, open, high, low, close, OHCL, as you would call it. Open, high, low, close. Opening price of the stock, high, low, and the closing price. That is all that was the data that you got. Okay, that one bar, one candle, that was the data that you got. Now, after that, computers came in, and the exchanges started streaming data. So now you started getting 15-minute data, half an hour data, 5 minutes data. It came to a point that now it is coming tick by tick. Okay, there is such an immense amount of data out there that it is humanly impossible to do the computing and make any sense of the data that is coming, right? So like Pashin said at when he was closing, that in God we trust, and everything else is data. So everything else is data. So once you have that much amount of data, it is absolutely humanly impossible to to make any sense of that data. Now, this is a piece of information that is very important. Nearly 80% of all volumes traded on the US markets today happen through algorithm trading, where machines take the decision and also execute the trade. Okay, so in the US market, almost 80% of the volumes that are traded, they happen through algorithm trading. So machines are doing the work. There are no humans sitting, no traders or jobbers who are sitting and putting in the orders. It is all the job is done by the machines. Not so because they enjoy employing machines, but because, like I told you in the earlier slide, it is humanly impossible to do the kind of work that the machines do, right? Later on in this presentation, I will also explain to you why it is humanly impossible for humans to process this kind of data. So human brain is designed to think and not compute. Okay, human brain is not designed to compute. So any average person, an average person with average knowledge of maths, you catch hold of him, you ask him a few mathematical questions one after the other, and you ask him to compute. We say, hold on. I'm getting confused. Can I have a calculator or something? Okay. Most of us today, nowadays, whenever we have a computing need, what we do is we take out our mobile, open the calculator app, and we calculate. Okay. So human brain, it is not designed to compute. Computers are designed to do computing. Okay. And with that much amount of data, computers are much better at computing than humans. Much better. Okay. You can't emphasize this word much better enough when it comes to computing. Okay. Computers can beat humans at computing hands down. Okay. If there is one machine and there are 100 people, 1,000 people, it will beat those 1,000 people hands down. One machine. Okay. So machines are super fast, and swiftness is the key. In today's time, when these traders, these 80% of traders that I spoke of, these traders are they get in and out of trades within seconds. Okay. that is how fast, that is how swift they are. So to maintain this kind of swiftness, you have to rely on machines. It is humanly impossible to maintain this kind of swiftness. For you to open a chart, to study that chart, and then to make sense of that chart, and then to put your orders, it is too late. Okay. So this is what machines can do, and machines are devoid of emotions and opinions. You have to understand this. Machines are mechanical. They are devoid of emotions. They don't have emotions. They don't have opinions. Okay. So the machine will not get you out of the trade too soon. It will not get you out of the trade too late. If it is designed, if it is programmed to limit your loss to a certain extent, it will ensure that it limits that loss to that extent. If it is designed to enter at a particular price, it will ensure that it enters at that particular price. If it is designed to exit at a particular price, it will ensure that it exits at that particular price, right? So machines are mechanical, and therefore they produce consistent results every time. Okay. If 100 out of 100, if 100 times you test the machine in a particular condition, given particular data, 100 out of 100, the results will be the same. And with humans, trust me, no two results will be the same. No two results. So if humans are given a data set and the same conditions, the same setup 100 times, no two results will be the same. Whereas in case of machine, 100 out of 100, the results will be the same. They are that consistent. Okay. That is what machines do. Now, data versus information. Okay. Data is raw, and when it is processed in the proper manner, it becomes information. That is what data is. Raw data, when it is processed, it becomes information. So raw data is the purest form of information that you can have. And where do you get raw data? There is only one place from where you get raw data, and that is the stock market. Okay, I'm talking about the stock market here. So when it concerns the stock market, the only place to get raw data in the purest form is the stock market itself. Okay, and when it comes to information, then understand that we are living in the world of misinformation. We are not living in the world of information. The age of information is gone. We have entered the age of misinformation. So today, whenever an information comes to you, you cannot be sure that whether this information is correct, factual information, or it is a hoax. There are so many hoax messages that go around. We have come to a point where we can't even trust our own eyes. Normally we would say that, to see is to believe. So we would believe everything that we saw. But today we are at a junction where we can't even believe our own eyes, because photos are photoshopped, videos are doctored. So you see a video and it is a doctored video, and you think because it is a video, because I'm seeing it, it has to be true. But that is not the case. I hope you all agree with me that there is so much misinformation out there that whenever you get an information, forget processing it. First and foremost, the question that comes to your mind is whether this information is correct, whether it is fact or not a fact. Okay, so misinformation is often used as a tool to create sensationalism, euphoria, and panic. You understand. We have all seen this. I cannot exaggerate more on this any more than it is already exaggerated, that misinformation is used as a tool to create sensationalism. It is used as a tool to create panic in so many cases, right? So this is if you understand what is the difference between, if you have to understand the difference between data and information. So a lot of people they misunderstand. They don't understand that data and information are two different things. And raw data, when it is processed in the right manner, okay, the results can be you can have the desired results. So information, first and foremost, the information, when it comes to you, that information is available to the whole world. So it doesn't even if that information is true, it really doesn't matter in your trading or investment whatsoever, right? So that time when very few people were privy to certain information, and that information was secret information, and it was only available to a very few people, that age is long gone. When we entered the era of IT, that age was gone. And now from information, we have come to the age of misinformation, right? So any information that you get, you cannot be sure that it is correct or not, right? So you decide. Now you have to decide whether what Shasva is and what all when it comes to algorithms, when it comes to artificial intelligence. It is such a huge deep learning, data science. It is such a huge subject, and if we choose to get technical, I mean, I can conduct this session the whole night till maybe 24 hours would not be enough to conduct this whole session. What kind of algorithms are used. There are linear algebraic algorithms, there are statistical algorithms, there are probability algorithms, there are so many algorithms that are used, and there is so much information there is so much data that is processed inside the software that it is humanly impossible. I for one have stopped seeing charts long back because it doesn't make sense anymore. Okay, whatever whatever our eyes can see, whatever we can analyze, the software can analyze 10 times better than what we. So even if you have a keen eye for charts, even if you are even if you are a great analyst, I think the software can software. I'm saying software because it is a machine. Because it is a machine, it can beat you hands down. Okay, so don't trivialize the machine. That the machine can do much more than you think it is capable of. So whole is greater than the sum of its parts. Now what does this mean, that whole is greater than the sum of its parts? So when we say 18 algorithms, these 18 algorithms in every algorithm is a set of algorithms. When we bring together, they form one algorithm, and there are 18 such algorithms. Now when you put these 18 algorithms, the 18 is no longer 18, it becomes 18 into 100x, because the whole is much greater than the sum of its parts. It is just like a motor car. So you get an engine, you get a gearbox, you get a clutch, and you get fuel, you get everything, and you assemble it. It becomes a motor car. Without if you disassemble the motor car, it is nothing. It is scrap. It is junk. Okay. So when you bring it all together, the whole is much greater than the sum of its parts. So when we have brought all these things together, again, I don't want to become too technical. All these algorithms, these linear regression algorithms, these statistical algorithms, these probability algorithms, and there is something called as dynamic programming algorithms. When we bring all these together, it is whole lot much more than it is programmed for. Yeah. So I think this with this I come to the end of the presentation. That is all I have. I did not want to become too technical. Otherwise, if we become technical, it would have gone the whole night. It can still go the whole night. So if there is anybody who's interested in any such sessions, I'm up for it. No problem. Someday we can have it. We can explain some of the ways in which the algorithms work, if you still do not have the kind of conviction that you are looking at. And that is something that I really wanted to share with you. And I mean, I'm sure you won't have any questions regarding this. If you do have, please don't make it too technical. If you have something, you can ask me. Yeah, anything? No. Right. So I think that's about it. I think it was fantastic talking to you. Nice doing these sessions again. And yeah, we'll hope to see you all next week. We hope that you all have a fantastic week ahead. And just please don't play with fire when it comes to the stock market. Don't get too excited. Don't get too greedy. Don't get too fearful. Let your head be on your shoulders, and trade safely, and stay safe in your homes. Yeah, there are still 2 more weeks to go, and thank you very much. Yeah, good night.